Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. One of the most important things or problems you are having in this world currently is as a result of who explained these three things for you. How you understand these three things will determine how fast either your company, your business, your life will grow in the current era or system of the world. Most billionaires that made money in the 1990s, 2000, early 2000s, they were not opportune to make money using this Web3. That is why it took them 30 years, 40 years to make $1 million. 30 years, 40 years to make $1 billion. But currently now, the world has transformed it with the help of this, the last part, Web3. The world has transformed it to a better way that anybody can come up and become rich. Now I'm going to explain this thing in a clean details to you. After this explanation, if you don't understand what Web 1, Web 2, Web 3 means and where you should find yourself better to do well, depending on what you are doing currently, the area you should do well, if you don't understand it on this video, then you don't deserve to be a digital participant in this world. First of all, what is Web 1? We see Web 1 as what we call read only. I don't know if you understand what we mean by read only. If, for example, now you went into a bookshop and you cannot be able to touch that, maybe books you see there, maybe on the wall, they were pasting newspapers. Just come and stand, read what is there, read throughout what is there, then you go. The only person who have authority to touch what is there is the owner of that shop. That is what Web 1 means. Read only. So during the early 90s to 1999, 2000, what we have is only read only internet. I don't know if you understand it. Something like Wikipedia, GeoCities. These are platforms that you can go there to read about informations, read about things that are happening in the world, read about maybe about your cities, about anything that is going on. But you can't interact, you can't edit, you can't post, you can't retweet, you can't do anything either. It is only what? Read only. Coming to Web 2, what is Web 2 all about? Starting from 2005, 2006, 2007, upward. Let's just say 2000, 2001, 2002, upward. The world invents Web 2. And what is Web 2 all about? Web 2 came in to allow people interact. So it will now become read and write. So you interact with what you have, interact with what you want, interact with people you want. All those communications we're having today in the internet comes because of the help of what? Web 2. Now, the problem we have in this Web 2 is that few companies, like 5 companies in the world, control the entire system of the world. You talk about Google, you talk about Facebook, Meta, you talk about Amazon, you talk about Netflix, you talk about majority of these 4-5 companies control the whole of everything we operate in this world. Now they buy they create a platform, we jump into their platform, we submit our data, they will submit our information, they sell our information in replacement of adverts. So you go to Meta to run ads, and Meta charge you $100,000, $10,000, $50,000. Who are Meta trying to sell that information to? Those that we onboarded into their platform. Those that they were able to onboard into their platform and they took their information. You sign agreements, maybe policies and procedure, you click agree. You don't know what you're agreeing. You're agreeing that they should sell your name, information, what you like, what you choose to in this world. In fact, how your world is operating. You signed the agreement that all these platforms should take it. Now, what they will do is that they will now store those data. Anybody that want to run a special ad, want to target people, so they use our information to make money for themselves and enrich the companies. That is for Web 2. Coming to Web 3, why did they bring Web 3? The major reason for Web 3 is own it. I don't know if you understand it. Own it. Ownership. Ownership of that your name, your face, your profile, your influence, your body, everything. The ownership is why Web 3 coming in place. What started Web 3? Bitcoin. That is why government cannot be able to control it. Individual cannot be able to control it. It runs only on computers. So Web 1 is read only. Web 2 is read and write only. Web 3 is now read, write, and own what you create. So own what you read, own what you write, own whatever you want. That is why they created Web 3. Now, why do you think crypto is leading the Web 3? Why do you think the era we are into, or we are entering into now, is going to be well? Now, let me tell you something. Most of you are thinking that it is difficult, or you are still far from understanding what Web 3 is all about. Let me be sincere with you. From 1990 to 1999 or 2000, Web 1 stopped. From 2000, 2001 till 2008, Web 2 stop. So if you check the gap interval, the first one is 10 years, the second one is about 8 years or 9 years. This Web 3 now, Web 3 is going to take a long period of time before it will become an extinct. Either maybe if we're going to ascend to Web 4 or Web 5. It all depends. But let me be honest with you. Bitcoin halving will happen. They will have Bitcoin completely in the next 100 years. So Web 3 is going to be on for a century. You know why? Web 3 is going to chase away the cash, the fiat currency. So everybody is going to be transacting on chain. Everybody is going to be transacting on crypto, whereby you will be using it, but you won't know you are using it.